Wednesday, people talking sports. Anthony,
What's up, Sam?
how's it going, man?
Good. How you doing, man?
Are you a Game of Thrones guy?
I am, actually.
Did you watch the episode with Noah Syndergaard?
I did. Yeah.
How was he?
I mean, he was barely in the episode. I mean, it's not like a Noah Syndergaard-centric episode. I mean, like, he kind of throws a spear, I guess. I mean, I didn't really notice.
So
Yeah.
that was it? That's all he's in?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Did you see the Aaron Judge cameo?
I didn't.
He was in Dunkirk. They flew a plane through the gap in his teeth.
Yeah, it's a big space.
Yeah. We got Colton Orr
Yeah,
from
hell
the
yeah.
Rangers on.
Oh my God, my
I
favorite.
wore a Rangers polo today in honor of it.
Yeah, yeah, you look great, man.
Thank you. You know why I got this? I did the Trump golf course. I did a gig for a lot of the retired Rangers, and I bombed so hard that New York Rangers great Adam Graves came over to me and he said, "I like humor." That's all I got out of him. So we're gonna sit down with Colton Orr. This is exciting, man.
Yeah, man.
Great guy, an enforcer, a badass. He's gonna fit right in. Colton Orr coming up next. I'm back with Colton Orr of the New York Rangers. Thanks for joining us, man.
Oh, no, thanks for having me, Sam. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're a real man, so this is kind of cool, you know? I could like really learn a few things. My girlfriend all the time is questioning my manhood, so I'm gonna bring you over and be like, this is who I'm hanging out with now, you know?
What do you want me to teach you?
I didn't think it was gonna go that quickly, I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was gonna be like a moment, but I mean, I see how you punch guys, and I'm like, you know what's cool is like most guys, they're like guarding their face. It seems like you don't even guard your face when you fight. You're just throwing the punch that quickly.
No, you know the saying, like, offense is the best defense? Yes. Well, I live by that. That was just like the only way I know how to fight.
I mean, you're undrafted, right?
Yep.
And I mean, did that put a chip on your shoulder? Is that where you like became this great fighter?
Well, like, I never started hockey till 11. So I was always running around, kind of not really knowing how to skate or stop. So I always used the boards, or I'd hit people to stop. But as I just grew up, that's just what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to be this tough guy. They wanted me to go out and look after my teammates. And I learned how to do it very young. I was fighting at like 14.
You're like a real life Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
basically.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. You know, I get in front of the baseball machine, you know, toughen up for next season.
It's such a funny talent to find.
Yeah, very funny, yeah.
Because you're in the middle of a game, and that's where you find the talent. Would you get worked up during the game? Is there like a guy you'd be gunning for? Because you fight enforcers usually. It's like you're not usually fighting a finesse guy. You're fighting a guy who you're like, this will be my guy.
Well, I used to be able to look at a schedule when it came out in the summer, and I could like look at the games and be like, I'm going to fight here, I'm going to fight there. Like I could go through the whole thing and tell you, you know, which nights I was going to fight.
I saw the movie Goon, and they would you've seen that, right?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
So it's like before the fight, he'll like, hey, next play we're gonna fight. Is that how it really happens?
Pretty much, yeah. So like sometimes you just either ask them in warm up, or you'll just on the face-off, you're like, hey, do you wanna go tonight, and something like that. So you always just kind of.
Do they ever say no?
Feel it out. Oh yeah, guys will say no, and then you can either like shake your gloves and chase around the ice, try and make them fight, or or just be like, okay, we'll fight another night. You talked about the Goon, and actually that movie's based on Doug the Thug Smith, and he taught me when I was in Providence how to fight. We used to hang heavy bags from the rafters, and he'd be teaching us how to throw punches on skates. We'd be wrestling around. So he's like a real life guy that like teaches fighting for hockey, and that's something I learned throughout my career how to do.
That's a hilarious title for a class, Fighting for Hockey with Doug.
Yeah, with Doug the Thug.
Yeah, it's like I want to break down some of your fights.
Do we have some? This guy was running around hitting Yager a lot, like the game before. So I had to go out and send a message.
Nobody puts Yager in the corner.
No.
When you're talking to Yager, does he ever turn to you and he's like, dude, this guy is giving me a hard time?
Oh yeah, Yager was the best. So he only called me Bobby. I don't think he knew my first name was Colton. It was just Bobby. It was the best. And so yeah, he would always thank me for if I went out there and protected him or whatever. But he'd just be like, Bobby, thanks for that tonight, or Bobby, let's go to dinner. It's just it was the greatest thing ever. But I had fun protecting guys like that, Tim and Shanahan and Drury, all those guys.
You have a good attitude. That would annoy me after a while. If I'm like, I've gotten in like 100 fights for you, could you just like try to learn my first name maybe?
Well, I went back into Boston, and he was playing with the Bruins. And the first thing in warm-up, he came up to me. He's like, "Bobby, what are you doing?" I was like, "Okay, this is gonna continue."
This one is the best one coming up next. This is the Paris one.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's a badass.
Well,
right?
I didn't want the fight to end. I wanted to keep fighting, and the refs were coming in to kind of stop it. I was like, no, just wait. I didn't mean to push him. It was more just, give me a second here.
I mean, it's like professional wrestling. It's amazing. You just throw him.
Yeah.
Does it represent you for that there?
Well, yeah, I had to give him a call and just make sure I kind of apologize for that
called
one.
him?
Yeah, you can't touch officials. That's like one of the biggest things. Do not touch an official.
Sometimes you run into guys that you used to fight a lot at maybe a charity event or anywhere. Do you run into them? Is it ever weird?
So I'm actually good friends with like a lot of the guys I fought. George Peros, Brian McGrattan, like these guys I fought 5-6 times each. And now it's just like, okay, we did that. We have respect for each other. But me and George Peros were on Goon 2 together, which is, coming out. So that's going to be interesting, yeah, to see us kind of working on a movie. It's where I got to know him well, was on set of Goon 2. I actually have some speaking lines, and I get to go out and fight, in a movie. I think it was harder to actually kind of pretend fight than to real fight. Like, I was out there like, I just wanted to hit somebody when we're fighting, and you couldn't because you have to like miss them. And it just seemed a lot harder to me. I'm like, can I just hit the guy and maybe we'll see if it looked a lot more real? So when I teach you, we maybe try. We'll be careful.
We'll be careful.
Yeah.
I like that you told me you're terrible pretend fighting right before we're about to pretend fight. So. We'll see how this goes, Bobby. Okay, so. I feel like this isn't going to go well, but Colton has agreed to show me how to fight in an NHL fight.
So we got our shoes on. It would have been a little bit more different if we had like skates on.
Sure.
But simple thing would be like we come up to the face-off, and we would just be like, hey, you want to fight tonight?
Yes.
Yes, you would.
For the sake of the segment, yes.
I guess you're good. Yeah,
yes.
So you kind of have to at this point.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
It would be, I wish I had gloves because I'd probably like throw them at you. So you throw the gloves and then you just want to grab. Just like that. So you get to grab. And then the best thing to do is you want to get the jersey over somewhere here. And then you go with some uppercuts. Would be about the way to go.
An uppercut here. Right.
Yeah, uppercut here. Or then you can switch to there. And then you're getting kind of able to move you around.
I see.
So,
and you
can get a grab maybe.
Grab? So I do this?
You can grab one hand, like what, your right or your left?
I'm a righty.
Yeah, so you'd want to be back here.
I'd be back here.
Yeah, you hold here.
You kind of got me here. So
Hold here. This is like your kind of your jab. So you can like throw like one, like jabbing with that arm.
Like this?
No, keep it on the jersey.
And do this?
Yeah, that's what you gotta do, yeah. Right. So then, like I said, offense, so I just want to throw as many as I can.
Wow, that does not look like it would feel good.
To see, I'd probably take like one or two of your punches and just know that I could hit you harder.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But then you get this, like, again, you can go front jersey up. It's like this, and you got nowhere to go.
No.
Or both of these.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
That is a lot. Your hands are so much bigger than mine, I noticed also. Like, I thought I had like reasonably sized hands, but yours are huge.
They've been through a lot. They got a few broken bones on there.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
More with Colton Orr on the panel coming up next. We're back on People Talking Sports. What a panel today.
Yes, it is. That's great.
He's got 3 kids, and so do I probably. Chris Weidman. Natalie Weiner's here. She works at the Bleacher Report. Are they hiring? And he puts the man in Manitoba, Colton Orr. This is going to be a good show. I feel the energy already.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We can start off by looking at his fingers. It'll make you feel good.
Get some
there you go. Look at those.
Yeah.
Oh, my
yours.
God.
Yours are all covered up.
No, mine is fine. Mine is fine. I have nothing going on here. Just a little scar. Yeah.
I mean, we got Matt Zuccarello here. You know Matt, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, stole the show at the Norway celebrity soccer game with a goal. But I feel like they don't get a lot of big gets at the Norway celebrity game.
Well, Zook was there. He looked good.
He looked really good. What do you think of that?
I think the Rangers should, be a little worried. Maybe they'll switch to soccer. He looks more like a soccer player, I think.
He's small, right?
He's small, yeah.
5'7"?
So he can fly just like he can fly on the ice. I think that's what makes him such a good hockey player is that he just works so hard because he's a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Is there more money in soccer? Because that could be a problem.
That
I
he's
think there
so
might
pro.
be.
Definitely over
And
there.
probably less injuries.
Yeah.
The highest
If I was his manager, we're headed to the soccer
players,
league.
yeah.
Do you have any dual talents?
Yeah, I'm all right at a couple things, you know. I was telling him I was a hockey player, you know, up until 6th grade, you know, and then 2008 I was trying out for Olympics and wrestling. I got injured, and then I was kind of trying to figure out what I was doing for the rest of my life. And I used to be good at hockey back in 6th grade. So I was so crazy that I thought I could actually play in the NHL. So I took out a credit card while I was completely broke, $1,000 credit card, bought all this hockey equipment, and went down to the high school, went down to the rink, and there was a bunch of high school kids. And then I realized quickly I wasn't NHL material. My dreams were shattered, and then I decided to fight for a living.
Do you guys any hidden talents?
Oh man, I think all my talents are out there. You know, music, sports.
Music?
I play bass. I mean, like
All
maybe
right.
that's a hidden talent. I don't know.
How
Depends
are
on
you
how.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Because that is one of my talents, I think. I'm really good.
I've
Reading
never
the
really
mind.
tried to get my stats on that. I don't
I
know
beat my
how
wife
good
every
I am.
time. Like anytime there's like an issue, and we're like, all right, you have to go get the baby's diapers. I'm like, all right, rock, paper, scissors, 2 out of 3, and I always win. She always gets the diapers.
This is kind of interesting. Tim Duncan, MMA workout. He actually doesn't look bad. The trainer says he can compete with fighters. I don't
Let
know.
me decide if he looks better or not. All right, I'm
What do
a
you think
pro
of
here.
this? He's got
You
reach.
know what? Look at
7-1.
that. He's very relaxed. You know what? I'm giving him an A+. You know why?
Really?
Because it's harder to stay relaxed. You see how he's pulling back his punch. He's not doing everything 100%. It's harder to do that than to spaz out and go 100% on everything. So Tim Duncan, he's looking good.
What do you think, though? I mean, because you actually do this. Do you ever? You seems like you're a little more relaxed. But like when I see when they're like a celebrity's doing comedy, I'm like, all right, let's see. You know, like.
I think I'm open-minded to giving people chances at being good at things, and but most of the time they're not. But, I mean, he surprised me. But
Do you
hope
think
for
he
the
would
best.
fare well though in a fight?
It's hard to
Like
tell
actual-
from him place barn right there, but I'm gonna say probably not too well.
I don't think
Probably not too well.
I would know better than to get in the octagon with you. But if we turn the octagon into an ice rink,
I would be
and
scared.
put on skates, I might have
That
a chance.
jersey heads over.
Might have a
That,
chance.
I actually give you 100%. You beat my ass because
Wow.
my balance would be off. You throw that jersey over my head, I'm like, how am I? Like, there's a whole different technique. You guys just.
Way different.
but this
you
is
guys
the
punch and
humility-
punch.
Well, I was all offense when I fought.
You guys just pound each other out.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
it's
much,
crazy.
yeah.
There's just like right hand, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You don't care if the helmet, you hit the helmet. Just
keep going. Yeah. How do you hockey fight?
Man, you know, my technique, it's pretty personal. You know, I like to keep it, I keep it on the DL, you know, so that I don't give away my trade secrets.
I like Chris Weidman's humility too, where he's like, "You would totally kick my ass."
No, he would.
When we squared up, I'm like, "I feel like I have a shot." That's how stupid I am. And then I saw his hand, I'm like, "Oh, I'm an idiot."
What if it's slippery outside too? He has an advantage. What if it's like raining
in
outside?
Winnipeg, if you're getting in street fights in Winnipeg,
If I'm
it is
in Winnipeg,
slippery. Yeah,
You've been
you're on
preparing
your
your whole
toes.
life to
Yes,
fight on ice.
used to
Yeah, that's what I did.
I need a good grip.
Walkways.
You need traction.
Yeah, and what
like
if,
good
and he has a
treads.
shirt on? I'm used to people with no shirts on, so it's kind of it's gonna throw me off.
And no gloves.
And no
We're
gloves.
bare knuckle.
That would be
Yeah.
great if you just didn't know how to fight once you saw a shirted guy.
I know.
You're just
Pull out
like,
my shirt, I go straight down to the ground.
like I forgot how to do this. I don't know.
If you were stepping into the octagon with Chris Weidman, what would be your game plan, your strategy?
So first and foremost, I don't know who Chris Weidman is.
Very tough fighter, UFC fighter, who can really beat people up.
Oh yeah, I think he's the big one, right?
Run.
Oh, I'd definitely run.
I would run away really quickly.
Running as fast as I can away from him.
I go for the head to the shoulder.
Mark, you're the first guy that actually had a game plan that wasn't running away.
Not so good at fighting.
No, me either. It's hard to tell, but it's not my thing.
Be as far away from him as possible.
I go for like the really infantile version. I'm like, "Aw."
But I love you, Chris. Yeah, kind of bat the eyelashes a little bit.
I'll kick his ass.
Come on out, Chris Weidman.
All right.
There I am.
that's-
I thought I was gonna come out for a second.
Do people ever do that with you? Do they ever think that they could take you in a fight?
Not really, not as much as you think. Maybe in the beginning of my career when I wasn't so known, they're like, oh, you would hear kind of like, you know, he's a professional fighter, and I don't look like much, you know, I look like the businessman type. So, you know, I don't have the cauliflower ears, I don't look intimidating, I have big muscles. So sometimes, you know, I gotta what is it called?
Bulk up?
You bulk up a little bit, you know, kind of try to intimidate, but yeah, you know, usually no issues.
Athletes hit by a vomiting bug at London 2017 World Championships. everyone was sick at this World Championships. Have you guys ever been sick for a game? Anyone, or a big thing? In your case, the Bleacher Report.
A big thing.
Have you ever been injured while blogging?
I don't know.
Writer's block, maybe. That could be that's like a disease, right?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's a little easier to overcome than
He's so much more
vomiting.
sensitive than I thought he would be.
I've had that before. My whole entire life, writer's block. I don't think I've ever been.
I think the great novel is within you. I feel
it's
it.
inside, but I can't put it on paper.
The next Gatsby.
Man, that is a struggle.
Back to the food poisoning. I did get it from Chinese food in Toronto.
Oh,
Dumpling soup, like night before a game.
Oh, no.
And ended up in the hospital so bad, like shaking. And they just put me in like a bed in the hallway and just let me kind of, I guess, puke it out for the rest of the night. And I would have liked the room maybe, but
No diarrhea though, right?
no.
Just because she's sitting next to you.
Just puking. Yeah.
It's painful. How about you? Ever sick before a fight ever?
Yeah, a little bit, but nothing like that. No food poisoning.
No.
And I'm sitting next to a woman I want to, I don't want to make disgusting. It's
Well, I'll
disgusting.
step up to the plate then.
Get up there.
I once had diarrhea for a headlining set, and it's not easy. You have to change up your posture. I'm leaning on the wall for some reason, and they're just like, "Why is that guy leaning? He must be pretty cool." And I'm like, "No, it's actually I ate too many tacos before this set."
Well, now that you brought it up, so before my Vitor Belfort fight, it was a big one, So they bring you out of the locker room and they have you like in this little waiting area where he walks out first, and I'm getting ready to walk out. And his music is playing, and I was going through that, that moment where it's like, wait, do I go run to the bathroom or do I just suck it up and I'll be fine? I was like fighting myself, and I'm like, I'm out. I just start sprinting. Everyone, all the cameras, like there's like a million cameras on you, and all these people making sure, like security guards are all formed around you, ready to walk you out. And I just start running away from them. They think I'm like dodging away from the fight.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, at least you're just wearing like small shorts, though. Like if you're a hockey player or a goalie or something, you got to go. Like you got to get there, but then you got to take all the gear off, and then
That's
a
not
real
That's
problem.
like running to the toilet, you got a belt that's not coming off right, and you expect it to be sitting down quicker. It's not good.
These are the type of highbrow conversations we're going to have every night on People Talking Sports. We've never done an other stuff story on People Talking Sports and other stuff, so this is kind of a groundbreaking story. This is a feel-good story for me, probably not for the charity that got ripped off, but a Snoop Dogg impostor disappoints kids. The promoter was sued by a charity. They spent $360,000 to get Snoop to speak at a charity for war zones. They could have just spent the money protecting the war zones.
Did he actually even look like Snoop Dogg, though? Like,
No.
I saw it.
But the
who
thing
he
is,
was.
in Bulgaria, so their understanding of what Snoop Dogg looks like,
That's a good point.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he did sound a lot like Snoop Dogg. I watched the video. It
They had
was
to
like
pay
a
him.
pretty uncanny impression.
Afterwards, they promised them Britney Spears, and it was just him in a blonde wig. So
The same guy, the
same
Snoop Dogg
guy.
with the blonde wig.
Nah, it didn't happen.
I did a little
But
research.
it's their fault if that happened.
That is
They
their fault.
deserve to lose $260,000.
There's actually a pretty poppin' business for Snoop Dogg impersonators, it looks like. A little Google search led me to somebody named Snoop Dogg. So literally, really. And yeah, it was.
Is he the one? Is he the guy?
No, it was a
Bubble
different
Man?
A
one.
different one. Wow.
Snoop Dogg the Thug. That's
the
your
Thug.
guy. Well, this has been an awesome panel. We got more coming up with this panel right after this break with Liz Gonzalez, so stick around. And we're back with Liz Gonzalez and another thing.
That's right. And I couldn't let you go this entire show without talking about Jay Cutler, so we're doing it now. He held his first press conference on Monday as a Miami Dolphin, and he was typical Jay. I gotta admit, I missed his face. But when asked on why he returned back to football, he said his wife, Kristen, talked him into it. I don't like this. Football is a game of passion. I want to see that passion from him. He's already one of the most unenthusiastic players out there, and he's saying his wife talked him into it. There's players out there dying to play, and his wife talked him into it. I don't like this at all. I want just a little bit of enthusiasm from him. This, to me, smells like a $10 million money grab.
Yeah, I mean, this is your specialty, right? This is your football.
A little bit. I mean, it was just It was a hilarious press conference, not only because of the like Kristen talking him into it thing, but then he was like, "It's fine. I'm a quarterback. I don't have to be in good cardiovascular shape." It was like,
Which is like, you don't want to hear that.
He shouldn't have the same workout plan as me.
Right. And then he said, like, "Oh, it's fine. Like, my arm will be fine. I've been playing basketball." He said that. I'm not making this up.
It's also worth it. He's being serious.
No, I mean, maybe he was kind of making it.
I mean, it's his like dry, you know, the Jay Cutler dry humor. But let's remember, he retired and wasn't just like relaxing at home. He took a job as an analyst and has been prepping for that for months. Now he's just going to go out on the football field and just sling it around.
He's just going to commentate while he's getting
So
sacked.
he's getting $10 million though?
$10 million.
Smart move.
Well,
Smart move.
This gives me hope. I think I could come out of
34?
retirement then.
He's 34?
Yeah, 34, 35.
Extra $10 million?
I mean, look, there's no question his arm talent is there. It's not about that. It's that, where's the mental game?
Definitely not there.
But that's always been his problem. And also 34, 35, that's a horrible age to be in Miami. If you want to be in Miami, you want to be like 20 or 77. You don't want to be in your 30s.
And he's already talking about his wife. He gave up everything.
Do we think his wife was just like tired of him being at home and was like, please get out there, do something?
Maybe she was used to him just being out there, and now all of a sudden he's home. Yeah, you're right. She's sick of him.
Yeah, well, you know, she's in her 30s too. That MTV money ain't there anymore, you know?
Yeah, I mean, she's mostly selling things on her Instagram. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
Really?
Kristen's
She
main
has like
business
she designs her
right
own
now.
shoes and
Oh,
has like
she's
her
famous and
jewelry
stuff?
line. Yeah, she has stuff going
Laguna
on.
Beach, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some would say that she's over the hills.
You were waiting to use that one.
I mean, at least we got another like season of Jay Cutler memes. You know, those stills from the press
Oh, God,
conference
yeah.
were just priceless.
Smoking Jay Cutler.
Exactly.
He's pretty much. Do you think it's in the bag that he's done?
I mean,
Well, he had a good practice yesterday,
there you go.
which is
There
worth
you go.
mentioning.
practice.
But I mean, if you're his teammate, don't you want somebody on your team that's like really excited and wants to be there?
Well, he's already asking about the heat as well. He's like complaining about it. He's like, is it that hot all the time? I'm like, I think it's gonna get
He's
hotter.
complaining?
He's in
This
for
is guy-
something
he's
if he
awesome,
thinks
this
it's
guy.
gonna get any colder.
It's another great episode. Thank you so much, Chris, Natalie, Colton, Liz. Another great episode coming up tomorrow. Keep watching the show. Keep telling your friends. People talking sports.